Hey, what's going on, gentlemen? Time again for another scent of the day. Today I'm kind of excited, to be honest, because the scent of the day happens to be my own creation, Test 14 or T14 for short. So let's talk about it. This was it was a good creation after 10 years of being away from making fragrances. So I took a lot of the notes that I like, kind of combined them all together, and came up with what I think is a decent starting point. Not 100% finished yet, but it's a good base. It's a good starting point for me to go through. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about performance of this guy. I get 12 plus hours on my skin, which is beautiful. I like a long-lasting fragrance. So with it, it opens with a kind of a strong blast of patchouli, woody, and spicy, right? So a lot of those kind of mix. That's a strong blast, like it fills the room type. Lasts for about 20 minutes, maybe up to 30 minutes, and then starts to dissipate. Then it morphs into kind of a dry and smoky cinnamon and wood scent. So you get the heavy smoky and cinnamon with a wood back end. I will say the cinnamon is probably a little much. In future batches, I'll tone that down a little bit. It was a little overwhelming in this, to be dead honest. I like the direction, but I think it was a little too much. So that, though does last about 8 hours. So I get really good longevity. So on that 8 hours, it starts out kind of arm's length and goes down to about a foot. So it does gradually come in. But overall, really good longevity and projection on this guy. Beyond those 8 hours, we're very much a skin scent. And at that, we're kind of a spicy, earthy scent, wood scent with some woods on it. So spicy, earthy wood scent. So great job on that. That's the 8 hour plus, which is kind of where I am now. So let's talk about notes in this guy. What notes did I use? So first, let me start by saying I used all essential oils in this. So as I'm beginning out in this process, everything was an essential oil. And in this particular fragrance, I used the drop method. Drop method I found out was not necessarily the best method and kind of threw me off base a little bit, but still a good way to start. So what notes did I use? So in the note breakdown, I did bergamot, I did cedarwood atlas. Come to find out there are multiple cedar woods. So I did cedarwood atlas. I did cinnamon bark, frankincense, sandalwood, and vetiver. So all in all, the notes turned out really well. But good base for the future, as I mentioned. So what did my wife think about it? Let's ask her and find out. So Fupi, what did you think of T14?
T14 is T14.
That doesn't say much.
Okay, so I noticed you had something different when you put on your fragrances as usual. Of course, you're getting ready. It's not like I know what you're doing. Then when you came into my space, I said, you've put your new fragrance, and then you said, yes, I have. How does it smell? I can say it smells like the fragrances you like. The notes that you love. What are the notes that you love? Tell them.
There are several notes that I like.
Mm-hmm. And it's like one of your signature smells that I love when you have them on. I don't have the vocabulary because he's the fragrance guy and my fragrance guy.
Fair enough.
But it just smelled very him, very hip. I told him it smells a little young.
What does that mean? A little young?
Kind of like
a younger man should wear it,
no.
needs to age longer?
No. So when you buy a bottle of wine and you go to like a local winery. So we live in Georgia, and so you go to a local winery and you taste the wine, and you're like, okay, it's nice, but it tastes young, like it hasn't matured.
So it needs
so
to
much.
maturate for a while longer.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best way I can describe
Fair
it.
enough. It's 2 weeks old, so that's fair.
Yeah. But in terms of A pleasant smell, yes. A fragrant smell, yes. I don't know the vocabulary,
You don't need to. Just say what you like
yeah.
and what you don't.
Yeah, so it just smelled like you. It didn't smell like you had something different
Okay.
that, you know.
So it fit the scent profile I normally go for.
Exactly.
That's good to know.
Yes.
Cool. Say goodbye to everyone.
Bye.
So now that we have her take on it, I'm going to go through my closing of it. I'm not going to go through the what to wear it in, where to wear it, that type thing, because honestly, I don't see this one being reproduced. I don't. Again, I do see it as a base for a future one. It's got a lot of positives to it, but it's a little rough and it's heavy on the cinnamon. So I could see reducing the cinnamon and potentially adding kind of a floral or some kind of way to soothe out that harshness in it. So I'm thinking floral, maybe a little bit of sweet, or a combination of the two. So we'll see. Anyway, that was it. This is my very first creation, well, first in a decade. So thanks for staying with me on it. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment below. Let me know. Please remember to like and subscribe for future content. Until next time, take care, guys.